The female kangaroo is one of 130 species of mammal that can pause its pregnancies for up to 11 months. This happens when the embryo is a tiny ball of about 80 cells. They seem to have developed the ability to reproduce as needed, which ensures the baby is able to enter the world at the right time, if at all. In 1916, Margaret Sanger quotes, "The most successful approach to the nigger is through religious appeal." Basically, saying we can get more of them to kill their babies if we tell them it's God's will. Tell them they're better off with less bodies to clothe and mouths to feed. Tell them procreating in the Black community just leads to more poverty. Do y'all get it? How marvelous a phenomenon the female body is without the laws of men trying to govern it. How women have always been able to delay, find safe ways to keep their babies, protect the unborn from the unknown. We are the deciders of our destinies and the lives our bodies bear. And I think Margaret Sanger would have been proud of me. How self-love wasn't something I was familiar with. Defeat was something I was battling with. Disdain for my body wasn't a distant feeling, it was far from foreign. So I became our ancestors choosing to burn down the slave ship before arriving at the shores of oppression. I knew the difference between salvation and damnation, so I dove into the arms of the soul, to the souls of the soulless. So I dove into the souls of the soulless, waiting to imitate healing, pretending, never intending on being more unbothered by apparently housing an embryo negligent because the donor was unknown, as if I was trying to win favor from Margaret Sanger herself. And I ask you, what voice, what voice does this decision have in the matters of divine decisions? White, woman-splaining muggles in the midst of misery, in the midst of magic. You won't protect Black women, but say what's best for us. I say to you, bleed yourself back to life. Don't speak to me about living. We resurrect daily. Our bodies be casket, womb, tomb, incubator. Genesis and Revelations occupy our temples in harmony. No one needed to understand this decision. Just know that I did this for my children or for myself. I made sure they weren't the product of another unfit mother. I made sure they weren't the victim of a socioeconomic system bent on dismantling us. I loved them enough not to leave them in a space lied in, corrupt of shame in. They didn't need to be here, continually fighting for a chance to win here. Here's a fun fact. After mating, the adult female kangaroo is always pregnant, always mother, always protector, and they decide when to give life. Maybe my babies can come back later when mommy gets her shit together.
Y'all better applaud, motherfucking poet.